Hi everybody, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. I want to wish everybody a happy full moon in Scorpio tomorrow. Scorpio is a sign of transformation, regeneration, so make sure that you write down your intentions tonight and tomorrow so that you can manifest those things and make them happen, because Scorpios are always changing things up. Today I want to talk about Neptune in the natal chart and our romantic relationships. Actually, our relationships in general, but some of you guys aren't as into astrology as I am into. I know some of you watching are. If you're not, there's a lot of free resources online where you can get your natal chart and look at your aspects. One of my favorites is astrodianus.com. Just put in your birth information and they will tell you where the planets are. The reason why I want to talk about Neptune today is because over the years I've dealt with so many clients who have had Neptune aspects causing them a tremendous amount of heartache in their romantic relationships. We all have Neptune somewhere. Some people don't have it near Venus, which is what causes the romantic problems, but we all have Neptune somewhere. And what Neptune does is it dissolves boundaries. And you see people with a really strong Neptune a lot of times that are fantastic actors and actresses, entertainers, people that can go on stage and become a different person. And that has something to do with the disillusion of the boundaries, because they can actually coax into somebody else. So it's pretty neat with the arts and the creative aspects and all that. You also see a lot of creative writers who have this aspect. And again, these people can go into character. The problem when Venus is in the 12th house, which is the natural ruler of Pisces and Neptune, or Venus is conjunct, trine, in opposition, or square Neptune, or even Neptune in the 7th house, is that these people can't see their partners clearly. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of like a savior complex with a Venus-Neptune person. They want to save the person. They want to change the person. They see the potential. They fall in love with potential, and they fall in love with the fairy tale of what that person could be. Because remember, these people are people that can kind of dissolve boundaries, and they're very spiritual. They have a very spiritual side, so they want to see the best in people. I've had plenty of clients over the years who have been in love with somebody who was married and unobtainable, or in love with somebody that was incarcerated, which is a 12th house Neptune place, or in love with somebody that just for whatever reason was emotionally not available. And I've dealt with these people for years, and I've looked at their charts, and we've gone over strategies to kind of recreate their life so that they use their energy in a positive way. Neptune rules all things escape. And it can be positive escape, it can be negative escape. So sometimes the Neptune-Venus person doesn't really subconsciously deep down want that relationship, because you see, once you're in a relationship, everyone's flaws are revealed. So they prefer to keep the fantasy going. One of the biggest problems I've seen with people with this aspect, or with Venus and Neptune together anywhere, is that they get taken advantage of. So what these people need to practice is a really good, strong sense of boundaries. At the ages of 28 to 30 is our Saturn return. In astrology, that's the beginning of adulthood. So this is when we start to really, truly create who we are as people. 36 is our Saturn square. We got to kind of get things going then, or else there's going to be some issues later on. But 28 to 30 are really important ages for people. So if you haven't learned your lesson by that point, it'll repeat again in another 28 years. But my strategy always with Venus-Neptune people is, because it is such a spiritual placement in so many ways, and there's so many strengths, with the exception of relationships, is to create those boundaries, those personal boundaries for yourself, where, you know what, it's good to help people, it really is, but know when you're being taken advantage of, and make sure you cut that off right then. So the way we create boundaries is we get down to earth and we create goals every single day on a personal level. Now, a strong Uranus or a strong Saturn is going to kind of make somebody that already has natural boundaries, because Uranus is just very individualistic and they're just going to do their own thing anyways. Saturn teaches us, is a karmic planet, and teaches us, you know what, I'm going to stop this now. I'm going to move on to somebody who appreciates this or whatever. But you also can meet very spiritual people with this placement, and that's a good thing too. So I often tell people to get into some kind of spirituality every day. You know, personally, I pray, but some people aren't into that. So if you're into meditation or yoga or whatever it is, get into that side of yourself and you're taking care of that energy. Because remember, in astrology, what your chart is just energy. So if you're not displaying that energy correctly, it's going to be attracted to you. So just like somebody who has aggressive tendencies in their chart, maybe Mars and Uranus, maybe they're not an aggressive person, but they attract aggressive, violent people. And the antidote for that is a lot of physical exercise. We can get into that into another video. But anyways, the point is with the Venus-Neptune person, the goal is boundaries. Personal boundaries, professional boundaries, boundaries. It's a very intuitive placement. So people like this kind of tend to know when they're being taken advantage of. And the problem is they don't cut it off because, again, like an actor, they just keep going with the flow. So once you learn how to cut that off, your life is going to be much better. Remember to always keep your vibration high through prayer and being around positive people. The higher your vibration, the better things are attracted to you and the more you can manifest the life you want for yourself. I want to thank everybody again for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification button if you want to know when I'm going to be on again talking about something. Next time I had a bunch of questions, so I'm gonna kind of switch it up and answer people's questions, and it's gonna be just a little bit of everything next time. So thanks again, and I will see you guys super soon.